Hi everybody, this is Andrew, also known as Trial A, maker of the simple and short strategy on Cryptotrader. Wanted to make a quick video around starting simple and short as far as cash plus Bitcoin assets, how to add money to the bot while it's running, as well as how to calculate. So you have your starting parameters, and really there's two things here. One is to understand that, and I think this is mostly true with all bots, that from an instrument perspective, when you connect a bot to your exchange to trade, in this case, Bitcoin for Euro, the bot has to assume that it's got full control over the Bitcoin. If you're using other things to trade like Ethereum, it won't be looking at that. But at bare minimum, it's got to assume that it's got access to that. So if you can, so there's to use. Now, trade 59 portfolio, I've got, right? So the cash portion of that, buying those assets and cash. So I'm gonna, with this extra funds in the portfolio, I want to tell it it's got everything in there to use. So I could just come here, hit change, and hit 559 to allow it to use the rest of those funds. And I'd hit update here. I'm not going to do it now as I'm waiting for some other things to clear. But this is how you do it. And what you'd see is you'd see a reset. So that is one reason why you'll have a restart. Another reason would be a version change. One of the consequences of changing it is that all of these things are going to reset, at least from a profit standpoint. So all your growth numbers, if you change the amount you're putting in, it'll change. But you can see here, I've got run summary, previous summary, and oldest summary. So it'll keep track of up to 2 older runs. And you can see an example of that, of where I've added and it kept track of an old one over here on my Coinbase. So you can see the current amount, which is up here of where it's at. You can see it's at 8% growth. So you can see I've got a run summary that says, okay, we lost the first one. It's almost guaranteed to win at this point. And after this win, we'll be at around 8% growth, making 300 from the 3,800 in 21 days, where the instrument grew 15%. And then you can see my previous run here. So this is what happens. It'll take this run, close it out, and when it closes it out, it moves it to the previous run summary so that you can keep track. And the main advantage here of the reason why I built it this way is, I suppose with another bot, you could have hit stop, reset funds, figured things out, and then restarted. But one of the disadvantages of that, not only do you not have kind of this history to keep it running longer, but this next buy and sell history would get reset. So all that logic that it's been learning, over the last days or weeks or months, it would lose and basically have to start the learning process all over again. So this allows you to add and remove funds even. You know, if I wanted to take some portion away after a sell, you know, I'd sold, I've got 2,000 in there, and I go, gosh, I want to take 1,000 out. My equity is, you know, at the 2,000 or at some amount. I could go remove. Obviously, I'd have to do it after a sell because you can see my portfolio. It's not there. It has to be in your portfolio for you to remove, but I could come to after it's sold, parameters and say, okay, I want to move this down to 2,000 after a sell and only use this portion and then go do a withdrawal. One last thing is, you know, so hopefully that explains how to start, how to update, a little bit about how fees are calculated. I think the last thing is just coming, you know, being able to have views. So one of the things I constantly will go do is go flip around different dates up here and look at, you know, how things look over time. So here you can see these are all my buys and sells over the last about 90 days. We're obviously on a great run here. That said, it looks like you can see some things dropping out. The shorts have started to come down a little, which tells me it's going to come back a little, but I would expect it to sell at 9 with seeing these kind of drops. So hopefully this was helpful for everybody. We'll look forward to making the next video here shortly around stop loss. I think stop loss is another interesting topic when you look at these big drops here and here. We'll save my commentary for when we get to that one. Thanks for joining.